you can, because I can see as well, it is showing me an option to download also.
So I'll be downloading, yes.
Yeah, it's a 24 MB file now.
Oh, it's a too big. Yes, I downloaded. Just a minute. Now let me see. You cannot minimize Zoom when you are recording. Okay. So I'll.
Menstruation. So during pregnancy, there is no menstruation, but that's not what we're looking at. We're looking at when it happens with the hormonal imbalance, which is the menstrual disorder. So if you've missed the periods for like a few months, not having menstruations at all, that is amenorrhea. Again, the causes could be poor nutrition, stress, shock, thyroid gland disorders, hypothalamus and pituitary gland may stop releasing the hormone for menstruation, or the reasons could be many. So the yoga asanas that have been recommended for this condition is Tadasana, Vajrasthasana, Uttita Trikonasana, Upavishta Konasana, Parshva Virasana, Shashankasana, Janu Shirshasana, Supta Baddha Konasana, Vipreet Karni Shavasana. And also pranayam that is recommended is Ujjayi pranayam. There have been some kriyas that have been recommended, which is Kapalbhati and Ruchica. So kriyas are usually cleansing techniques which helps to remove the toxins from the body. So the next disease that we will be taking will be dysmenorrhea. Dysmenorrhea means there is a lot of pain during menstruation. It could be very severe, and this can happen because of the uterus contraction. It's like muscle spasm. So during this time, there is a release of prostaglandin hormone, like substance that helps that leads to the contraction of the uterus. It affects the day-to-day daily life of the person, and it can be very severe to a point that a person may get a lot of fear and also have a phobia of menstruation. Causes again could be many. It could be PCOD, which is the polycystic ovarian disease, endometriosis, could be nutritional related, or anything else. Yoga asanas that have been recommended are Hasta Uttanasana, Padhastasana, Marjara Asana, Ustrasana, Shashankasana, Baddha-Konasana, Pavan Muktasana, Supta Vrikshasana, Bhujangasana, Salavasana, and Dhanurasana. So the yoga asanas primarily are focused on, because this is a contraction of the uterus. So Bhujangasana, Salavasana, Dhanurasana help in expansion of that region. So we understand that that is why these yoga asanas have been recommended. Pranayam would be good during this time. So Ujjayi, Anilom Vilom, Bhramari, it will help to calm down the nervous system. Relaxation, Yoga Nidra is recommended during this time. So another disease that I'll be talking about is oligomenorrhea, which means that there is scanty menstruation, infrequent or very less flow of blood. That means only staining, or you would just see a dot for the entire cycle. The quantity could be 5 to 10 ml, as opposed to 30 to 80 ml, which is normal in one cycle for a person. The yoga asanas that have again been recommended here are Uttita Trikonasana, Tiryak Tadasana, Baddha-Konasana, Supta Baddha-Konasana, Yashtikasana, Makrasana, and Shavasana. Pranayam is Anilom Vilom, Surya Bhedan. We understand Surya Bhedan pranayam would be good because it increases the heat or the inside, so will be useful for increasing the flow of the blood. Kriyas, Kapalbhati and Agnisar, again it activates, tones up the abdominal region, but also it generates some heat with these practices. So they have been recommended. Bandha is Udyan Bandha, again activating that region. That's why it has been recommended. So now I'll pass it on to Nathalie, who will take you through the other disorders.
So the next disorder is which will cause a very heavy bleeding during the menstruation. So the woman will have to change very frequently the tampons, and the quantity will be more as the normal flow bleeding during the cycle, so more than 80 ml. And this disorder can lead to anemia. So the causes of this disorder can be hormonal imbalances, dysfunction of the ovaries, fibroids, polyps, adenomyosis. And the asanas to practice during this timing is Padasana, Ardhva-Kakrasana, Adho Mukha Svanasana, Supta Baddha Konasana, Halasana, Supta Vajrasana, Sarvagasana, Shavasana. And the pranayama recommended is full yogic breathing and ujjayi to calm down the mind. And the bandha is Mula Bandha and the meditation Soham. So all this yogic practice to calm down and to reduce the flow of blood. The next disorder is leukorrhea, and in this we can see white discharge instead of the red discharge during the menstruation. So this will indicate an infection or weakness in the body and anemia as well. So here the woman might need the sanitary pads to collect this white discharge, which will be quite heavy. And this discharge can happen also during the periods. And the lady can feel itchy, wet, and as well smelly. The causes of this disorder can be due to poor nutrition and irregular lifestyle. The asana to practice during this disorder is Padasana, Ardha Kakrasana, Adho Mukha Svanasana, Supta Baddha Konasana, Halasana, Supta Vajrasana, Sarvangasana, and Shavasana. And pranayama is the full yogic breathing, ujjayi, the bandha, mula bandha, and the meditation soham. And the next disorder is the dysfunctional uterine bleeding, DUB. This one consists in an irregular blood flow, and sometimes the oligomenorrhea and sometimes amenorrhea. That means sometimes much bleeding and sometimes less bleeding. This can cause pain and no pain. And for this disorder, it is recommended to use the Uta Basti treatment, which consists to put oil with herbs inside the vagina. Now the last disorder that we will see is the PCOD, polycystic ovarian disease. So P for polyp, which is an overgrowth or abnormal growth of the tissue.
It's muted. We can't hear you. Nutanji, I think you muted the thing. We can't listen. Nutanji? Oh. Nutanji, we cannot hear you. The sound has gone.
to be able to find the cause, because sometimes it can be also a mental health issue, and to get proper menstruation. And for that, it will be also good, in addition with the yoga practice, to have some counseling.
So now going ahead, so just concluding from where Nathalie has left, so menstruation is also a time what we have understood is a vata time. And it is very important to channelize the vayu. So if the vata dosha is there, the pith and the kapha both, the other doshas could also be aggravated, or they could also be affected. So in yoga, we've also heard this word chale vatam, chale chittam. It means that if you regulate the vata, you can regulate your mind. So it is very important that we regulate the vata here. So in Ayurveda, in Panchkarma, they have explained that Basti treatment is usually given in order to bring a balance to the vata dosha. Especially for menstrual disorders, Uttar Basti is a recommended practice in which Nathalie has already explained that we put in the oil through the vaginal tract, and it can be beneficial for most of the menstrual disorders here. It is important to have the doshas in balance, because if the doshas are not in balance, then the three gunas, which is the rajas, tamas, sattva, all are affected, and so is our mind affected because of this. So with regular practice of yoga, one can prevent and cure the menstrual disorders. So that's about it. So thank you so much for listening to us. Namaste.
Namaste.
Very nice. I'm so proud of you, both of you. I feel so good. More professional way you did, both of you. Thank you, Nathalie. Thank you, Ruchica.
I don't feel good.
You don't feel good?
My English.
So nicely. No, you did well. Definitely. And within one day, you both have prepared and managed to do all those things. It's a really commendable, amazing. And I think this will make other students to motivate them to do such a kind of presentation. That's why we keep this kind of project work, because it it helps you. The whole course I am only talking and you are listening. Now at the end, at least we give opportunity to speak up, and this will enhance your own confidence in this particular subject. This you will find, you will feel good while even now talking about such a menstrual disorder is going to become part of your own practice also. Now this presentation you can even upload in your social media. This is so well done, you, and the many likes you can receive. So yes, good, very good. I'm so happy. Very good. Yes, thank you. So all of you, have you understood how to go ahead with your practice and with this course knowledge? So this is one part. You can prepare all the topics, Ruchika. You can prepare slow, steady. This is just one step ahead. So you can prepare like this and start evolving in this side also.